Ben's a potty mouth in commercials, but the funny thing is you say the F word and look and see the mics are on, and then stop talking after the curse goes out.
Yeah.
Was there a curse there? I don't think you heard it.
What did you say? You had to take another effing dump?
Because I spilled my coffee during the commercial break all over the place.
Coffee and pizza? No wonder you exploded in the toilet.
Right?
God almighty. What's the matter? Is there any X-Lax available? Coffee and pizza.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony show debacle, using that term very loosely today.
I bet you Ben takes solid dumps. I'm not trying to be weird, but I'll bet you they're like an inch long and 3 inches wide. Like little rock'em sock'em robot heads.
There's a lot of cheese on that pizza, too. It's going to be a mess
Beads
later.
of sweat on his forehead. Hey, is there a karate fight in that stall? No.
Ben just wants to go home.
That's hilarious.
You were the one that messed up this whole show, and you don't even know it by having a party last night.
Trying to wipe herky jerky movements, paper all over the stall.
But look, Ben is not amused in the least.
Let's move on. Underscore.
Bowel move on.
Oh, my God.
There's some sick.
Was that your stomach rumbling?
That was the thunder outside.
Priming up for another evacuation.
The cheese working its way through Ben. Yeah. Ben, I thought cheese didn't sit well with you. I don't know. He's so annoyed that we're talking about his bowel movements.
Why, dude? You're my favorite people. I don't care if you take horrible, loud dumps.
He's percolating.
Yeah.
Hey, there's something you don't see in a toilet every day.
Old Chewbacca colon.
It's hilarious. Did he clean up the mess you made? The coffee and the keyboard and the computer and stuff? Pretty close. Okay.
Hope you don't have to dump out. Not you.
Ben, you should really be shot for having your party last night.
What should he be shot with? Hopefully not Metamucil.
Did it stink up the bathroom, Ben?
I was waiting for Richard Dreyfuss with AIDS there to come in.
Oh, that faggot with the beard who loves to run in there after
you know what? I really hate having to use that bathroom, too, if anyone else comes in. I hate that.
I don't like using any bathrooms when people are in there if I got a crunch, man, because it's a very private moment for me. Yeah, very private moment. And sometimes you get such a bad stomachache and you really got to go, and I run to the back, and he's got the door propped open, the Richard Dreyfuss with AIDS guy that cleans the bathroom. And he's got the door propped open with his cleaning equipment cart blocking the door open. And I come around that corner and go, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm just going to crap myself. The weird thing is he cleans the bathroom for a really long time.
And he has the breathe right strip over his nose so he can enjoy every odor. He makes me sick. Hey, Jacques Cousteau, clean it at midnight. You don't have to clean it at 7 p.m. He loves being in there when he knows show guys are taking dumps. He really does.
And he acts like he doesn't know English.
Yeah, he shuffles around, doesn't even put gloves on, just scrubs out the toilet. Hey, if something winds up under my nails, well, I'll eat it on the way home. Elbow in the ribs. He makes me sick.
I don't even like taking a leak when he's doing that. The door's propped open. People are walking by. You're just standing there. The guy doesn't understand. Close the door. Clean the stuff at night and get out of there.
I took a leak next to Earl the other day, and I looked right over. I was just staring right at his mule. Boy, Earl, are you a myth breaker? Earl looked like he might have 5. I was in perfect condition.
I was in the stall, and I heard him yell, "Stop that!" And I didn't know what was going on.
Because I'm standing next to him, and I am looking right over past his shirt. I could just get a full view. Very, very unimpressive.
Earl likes to talk, too, when you're in the bathroom. He's one of the guys that you'll be in there and you'll be like...
A talker?
He likes to talk.
Dude, it's a little awkward.
My 2 buddies at Pergament, when I used to work there, this guy Malcolm was taking a dump, and him and this other dude were passing a pound cake under the door. I swear to God, the guy's under the door, and all of a sudden I see an pound cake come back up, and the guy outside takes a bite. Passed it to a guy taking a dump, a pound cake. I never will forget my buddy Malcolm McGee and another guy. I forget the other guy. It's awful.
One time my father took us to Nathan's. You know, the hot dogs, famous for their hot dogs, and they serve fried chicken and stuff. So we went into the bathroom because, you know, my dad took his 2 sons, and then we all had to take a leak. So we go into the bathroom. We passed by the stall, and one of the stalls didn't have a door. And sitting on the bowl was this old black guy eating Nathan's fried chicken, just sucking on a wing right there on the bowl.
That's awful.
I was like, oh,
All right.
oh God, all right. My stomach is hurting today.
Well, guess who else's was?
And he's finished with that cheesy
pizza.
Bowel moving Ben.
Pizza and coffee. What's that beverage? Fleet?
He's dripping sweat from his forehead already.
Right,
it's a day after a crazy party.
right under, like, where Ben's hair meets that, there's just sweat trickling down.
It's awful.
Oh my God, he's gonna look like he rode his 10-speed bike through a mud puddle up the back.
I bet you when he pushes on those dumps, his little feet come up off the floor. The little feet come up off the floor.
Gotta take off a little toilet paper and unfog his glasses, put him back on, and fog up in the heat.
Hi, little feet up there.
Have you ever been in a bathroom though in that situation? Like there was one guy, it was like a year ago, that worked in the other office on the other. That would be like, in there.
That was horrible.
It's the worst.
I hate this guy. The guy.
Ope's the fastest bathroom guy I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, give me the key. You'll be back. He'll be back in.
No.
And those are all dumps too, man. I don't mess around.
Perfect blonde surfer dumps. Sit down, they slide right out. All right, we're healthy. You're healthy. Bye-bye now.
If they're fast, it means you're doing a world of hurt to your underwear.
I know.
You're just pulling them up and running out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to sit down and let things cool down.
When he knows it's time to go and he feels a little tickle on his ankle?
Your legs fall asleep, you get off the bowl looking like a newborn fawn. Got a butt hickey.
Dude, I was walking with my buddy Bill D'Angelo to school when I was a little boy, and this is true. I used to hate using public bathrooms. I had a log fighting to get out. Absolutely true story, and I was clenching. And I guess the front piece made the escape when I clenched. And it dropped. It's true. Dropped down my... And I kicked, and it came out. And I never lived that down. I believe it was the 5th grade on Newton Street in North Brunswick. little roly-poly piece of log flew right out. You're free. I said it's free.
That's horrible.
I broke a piece off accidentally and then left.
The first time I met Rick's wife,
yeah,
we traveled down to Florida to check out Rick and his new girl there.
Yeah,
I crapped my pants. Dude. No joke, he'll tell you. It was the most embarrassing thing ever happened to me. I had shorts on because it was summer. And they're like, all right, we're going to go drive to Orlando. And as they left, and it was 5 minutes later, they're back in my apartment. No. It's just like, let me in. No. It's a lot better than that. I was wearing boxers. Boxers was, pretty in back then. And I was saying goodbye to Rick and his girlfriend on their stoop. I thought I could let one slide out. Oh, God. That is rolling right down the leg.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, that's awful. Set it free.
Yeah. That's terrible.
I spent the next hour just teaching his bathroom a lesson.
That's great.
It's such a true story. Yeah, they're right on the fronts, too. Well, we'll see you guys later.
I must say, I don't think I've ever had one let go on me. You know, when in doubt, just clinch and take the pain.
You guys remember the year of the Boston Marathon, the chick that ran? Do you remember that?
Uda Pippig.
Yeah.
Uda, she won the marathon just with every fluid possible.
She was having her time and diarrhea at the same time.
Yeah, as she crossed the finish line, and they put that foil blanket around her, and it's a mess. Her pants look like a Hostess raspberry cake exploded. It was horrible.
Oh, it looks yummy, but it smells like copper.
Sometimes, though, you know you're done and nothing else is happening, but you just got to sit it out. Sit out the burn. Wet a paper towel and make a fire block. Whew, Jesus Christ.
Don't want your underwear.
An awful conversation.
Women will never see the joy of a good dump chat. That's one thing that will always separate this. There's not a guy out there.
I am crying. I got tears coming down my eyes from these stories.
Every guy's enjoying this. They're all like, yeah, man. I really understand that.
Oh, God.
Every woman thinks it's gross and we should move on.
Horrid.
When I had first moved to New York, I had a few friends over one night in my old little apartment. And my friend Decker went to the bathroom. It smelled so bad, I puked out onto my screen out in my courtyard of my building. And all the puke, it was that bad as well. The puke got caught in the screen. It was the most disgusting thing ever.
Did I ever tell you the time my buddies Bill and Frank were over? Still Bill, the same Bill I told you about, and they told Frank. And I took a on a piece of Pepperidge Farm White. I swear to God, just to be silly. Just to be a silly goose. And I covered it with another piece of awful crumbly Pepperidge Farm White. I put a little club sandwich thing in it. And as a goof, I showed them. And then I put it in the street and a car ran it over. It's a true story. Crumbly white Pepperidge Farm.
Those times you have that horrible realization when you're well past the bathroom that you didn't clean up well enough. As you're walking, you just know this is really going to be bad when I get home.
And it starts to burn. You feel like you have a salty potato chip in there.
Get home, your underwear looks like a shoe shine rag.
Dude, I was at my button. It's true.
Wait, careful.
And this is recently in New York. He was out jogging, and he had an attack of the stomach cramps, and he's like, uh-oh. So he hops in a cab. He can't even jog home. He hops in a cab. He lives like a fourth floor walk-up. He makes it all the way up. As he's walking into his apartment, he trips on the door jamb and just right into his pants.
If he didn't trip, he would have made it.
He would have made it fine, but the tripping on the door jamb, his stomach muscle just went, go for it! And then just...
There's that feeling you get when you get close.
Your stomach muscle starts pushing immediately.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, I'm here. And you're going back and forth from leg to leg trying to get the old trow down.
It's like your stomach can see where you are. It's like, all right, he's getting there. Let's get ready to go.
Too friggin' funny, man.
I took one in the woods one time on my way to steal comic books with my buddy Paul, and I had actually not made it because I definitely had the turtle had poked his head out and made that little brown dime mark, like a little dime stamped in my. I'm in the woods. I swear to God, it's like a little corporate seal, and I'm in the woods.
A wax seal on Napoleon's communique.
Like a little, you ever see little chocolate money? That's what it looked like. And so I obviously remove, and I'm standing there, and I'm finally getting some relief, and there are yellow jackets flying between my legs. I was near a beehive, and there were bees buzzing back and forth over my dump.
The ones in the woods are great when you're hunting or camping, and before you're even finished, before it even drops, the big green-eyed flies are landing on it. It's like, at least let it hit the goddamn ground.
And it just looks so piping hot. When it's a little chilly out, the steam coming off it. Nice piping hot treat for flies. Oh, nice. Is there anything better than a piping hot line?
It's like a Hot Pocket.
That's 92.3 degrees.
Dude, you got to mention the gas paint still.
awful.
The gas pain thing is
Those are the worst. Because I almost didn't. I haven't done this in a long time, but I almost didn't make it recently. And when you go to, because I get really bad stomach gas pains.
Yeah.
And then you just like your belt's undone and you're just ready to sit, and then you get that like gas pain and you can't sit. So I'm standing there and I'm like, it's gonna come out, but I couldn't sit because it felt like somebody was stabbing me in the stomach.
You're killing me.
Dude, I was at my buddy's one time, and I would never wipe good enough. It's true.
Wait, careful.
Okay, I'm certain let's just say that I would continually do it and always leave a little residual evidence.
Never clean up good enough.
And I would always be, one time it was burning and raw. You know how you're like 12 and it gets raw and sore? And I swear on my life, I saw a tube of Aquafresh toothpaste. I'm like, boy, that looks cool and refreshing.
No.
And I dolloped a fingerful, absolutely right in between, and it was wonderful for 10 seconds. And then my balloon knot was on fire. I had to run back into Marvin's house. Toothpaste.
All right. Marvin
My
Nash.
buddy Marvin, he's Jewish and Puerto Rican.
Ooh, man.
Chicks never appreciate them.
I am woozy from laughing so much. Jesus Christ, you guys.
Girls, sit down. Boom, boom. Done.
Yeah. No. He just dumped his coffee all over the place. You lost your iced coffee.
I guess that's it.
That seems to be it. If you're
It's the You Who Pants and Anthony show.
all right. Well